let's get going with this solo play of Wine Cellar. So we are playing against Eno. That's what I believe it is. It's E-N-O. So how we are going to play is going to be, or the setup is very similar to the setup for a normal two-player game. I'll include a link up here for it's the unboxing, how to play video combined. There's timestamps in that video if you want to just see how to play, or if you want to look at everything, then watch it from the beginning. So basically we have 18 cards. From those 18 cards, I'm going to deal myself a hand of 8. Eno gets a hand of 8, and then the remainder 2 come out here for the prizes for the first round of bidding. I then get dealt 2 of these client cards. I'm going to keep one of them for myself, which is this one over here, and Eno gets the other one. This is going to be used to help decide which bottles they take. This is more of a beat your own score. There's a table that's going to have, based on how many points you get, what your level is. So basically what's going to happen is each round I am going to choose one of my cards as my bid, place it. I'm going to put mine down here. From that moment on, for the first round, I'm going to flip over 2 of Eno's cards. I am then going to compare my card to the highest card that they have. If mine is higher, I choose which bottle I want. We discard the other one, and then their lowest value bid card comes to the middle. If they are higher than me, they are going to grab a bottle by going through this one right here. They're going to go look for this wine first, then this wine, then that country of origin. If there's a tie, or if there's none of these satisfy it, they're going to grab the highest bidding value card out here, discard it, and I would then grab the other one to my area. And then their highest bidding card comes to the middle. At the end of the game, I'm going to score points from the bottles based on where they are in my cellar when I place them in here. The first one can go right here. The subsequent ones have to go above or below the grouping of previously placed bottles. So I will score them based on which location they are in. I'm going to score 3 points for that wine type, 1 for this wine type, and 3 for every bottle from France. That is the long and short of it. So we will go ahead and get started with the playing. So I don't care too much about that wine type, but France is pretty nice. So why don't I go ahead, I'm going to just bid a 9. That's going to be my bid, is of a 9. So we are going to flip over their 2 cards. In subsequent rounds, they're only going to flip out 1. So they have the highest bid at a 16 to my 9. So they're going to go here. They're actually going to grab the bottle from France. That's going to just get discarded. Mine's going to come over here. I'm probably going to end up moving this off to the side. And you can just kind of remember what it is, because this is going to take up the majority of this side. So because they won, their highest bid goes in. Mine comes up there. And now we do the bidding again. So I personally am fine with either one of these bottles initially, although I think I'm going to lean towards this one and maybe make these be my middle and start trying to bid around it. So I want to win that 9. So looking at my hand, I know I have a 17 and 18 that can help me. So I'm going to go with the 17 as my bid. So they flip over their next card, a 5 and a 6. So I win. I get to take first. So I think I said I want this one because I'm going to try and have this built up as my middle. This wants to be at 5. That one's optimally a 4 or a 3. So we're going to just place those. I'm going to overlap them some here. Typically you'd put them like this. Just for ease of space, I am going to overlap like so. This one gets removed from the game. Mine goes out here. I won, so their lowest value comes out. We repeat this again. I wouldn't mind getting that one because of France. That's only going to be worth a point for me, so technically not overly concerned. So why don't I go ahead and put out my 13. They come out. They beat me by 1 with a 14. So first thing is, there's any of those? Nope. There is one of that. It's the one I didn't care as much about. So that gets discarded. This one comes here. This optimally wants to be further down, so we'll stick that underneath for now. My 13 goes out here. They won, so their 14 goes out. Looking at both of those, these are basically the same thing. I don't fully care about those, so you know what? We're going to put out this 2. America, because I think I'm going to try and win this one next turn, seeing as I have that 18, I have that 11, etc. So they won, of course. So bam, bam, they're tied. They're going to take the highest bid value, which is 14. And then I get 13. This wants to be higher, so we're going to slide it under right in there. They won, so their 12 comes out. So do I think I can win that? So they're not going to take it regardless because it doesn't, they're going to grab that one. So I technically could go low ball with this one that I definitely want to win and then grab it for sure with the 18. So yeah, we'll go 11. I do get first pick. So this one's going to be 3 on there. This wants to be high in the rankings, so we're going to put that right there. The 12 goes away. 11 comes out. The 3 comes out because I won. So their low card comes out. I'm going to go with 18 because I really want that bottle. They go with a 15. So now this wants to be, it's going to not be good down here, but I really don't want to offset these too much. That'd be 5. That'd be cost me a point there. But that one, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we're going to sneak that in up top. It's going to cost me a couple points elsewhere, but I think it makes it up down here. So that goes ahead and gets discarded. I won, so it's the 18 and the 6. So looking out there, either bottle will be fine. I'm not overly concerned with what's in my hand. And they're going to win either way. So let's go ahead and throw my 7. So they go with the 4. So they won. They are going to grab this one. That gives me this one. So these want to be 7 and 8. The more I put here, the more this goes down. But the more I go here, that's fine. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll still have a decent shot. So 7, they won. So 10 and 4. I win this one. So I think we're going to grab this because it's got an 8 down here. So we're going to pop that right there. That goes away. These technically would come out. That doesn't matter. So now we're going to move into end game scoring. So let me slide these over this way. So there is my collection. We will grab our pen. We will grab our score pad. So name. We'll bring this card back out to remind you of what I got. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at bottle values. So we're going to start at the top and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to add up all of those and see what we get. So that gives us 52 points. We then look at our wine type 1. So we're going to get 3 points for every one of these. So 1, 2 of those times 3 is 6. 1 point for every leaf. 1, 2, 3 points there. Then countries of origin, I'm looking at France. 1, 2, 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So then we have 15 and 55 is 65, a grand total of 70. So if you look at our table up here, 70 puts us in a capable sommelier. So we were about 3 points away from getting the master level. Stuff worked out really well. I got them lined up really easily, at least in this version. Again, that's going to be all dependent upon how it all gets shuffled up, and especially your client cards, etc. Because if you didn't look at that unboxing, there is a large selection of different client cards. Alrighty, so that was the solo mode of Wine Cellar. If you can go ahead and head down below and hit like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell, please. Leave a comment with what your favorite type of wine is if you have one. Also, while you're down there, you can check out a couple of links. The first one is to Miniature Market, where you can go ahead and use that to go ahead and purchase some board games. If you use that link down below, we get a portion of those sales back here to the channel, and you get board games. Win-win. In addition to that, we have partnered with W, a powdered energy drink. If you use our link down below, or just visit their website and use the code MEEPLES, then you will get a discount, and we get a portion of those sales back here to the channel as well. Alrighty, so until next time, pop the cork.